People say that it is very inhumane for a woman to dump her boyfriend who saw her through school with the hope of getting married to her. But what if I tell you that sometimes those women did the right thing by leaving that guy for her own good and safety? Samantha found herself in such a situation with her sugar boyfriend Anayor, who has been like a father to her. Anayor is a successful businessman, but without the adaptive knowledge of a literate, so everything about him becomes unenlightened that he sees himself as her god. At every given instance, he reminds her of how he picked her from the gutters and made her who she is by sending her through the university. I can tell you that this alone can affect your psychological beliefs, that whatever you have become today, you should remember that you still belong to the gutters. Samantha was tired of the humiliations. She couldn't keep tolerating insults until he slapped her and was about to beat her up like he always does. Samantha happens to have been prepared for him this time. Unlike other times where she keeps herself like a punching bag, she kept running until she found herself inside this young man's house, Brandon, with a sprained wrist. Brandon is a medical doctor. He took her in and treated her. He was about packing his first aid tool when she woke up. He reminded her how she got to his house and fell unconsciously to the ground. She apologized for inconveniencing him and told him that she knew that he is a medical doctor from the medical sticker she usually sees on his car a couple of times while driving around the estate. This shouldn't be a problem for Brandon. He wanted to know what happened to her. She told him how it happened with her toxic fiancé and why she got tired of her abusive relationship with him. Brandon understood her predicament. He asked her if she has any close family of friends where she can stay. Unfortunately for her, she has none, and as a matter of fact, she is an orphan. Samantha had literally built her life around her fiancé, except for her friend who also squatted with her relatives. She asked him if she can stay with him pending when she looks for a job and sort out her own accommodation. Brandon just has to help the poor lady here. Few hours later, his best friend Dave came in. Dave happens to be a player and liked what he saw. Brandon wasn't giving him the quick replies, so he introduced himself to her. Samantha gave the guys space to talk while she went upstairs. Dave was super excited and wanted her so badly. Brandon also knows that his friend could get her with his track record with other ladies, so he told her that she is his cousin to be on a safer side. Perhaps he is also liking her. But Brandon also has a fiancée, Mabel. Before she left the house earlier, they had a pending case. Mabel is pregnant for him, but she wants to terminate the pregnancy because she is not ready to commit herself and ruin her shape. Brandon tried to talk to her about how important it is for them to get married and start a family. Mabel wasn't ready for such conversations. She told him that she already terminated the pregnancy. Sometimes a woman is with you for the sake of what you can provide or the pleasure or comfort that she gets. That doesn't mean that she is there to settle down with you. Mabel keeps telling him that there is a lot of responsibilities that comes with becoming a mother, and she is not ready for such, and even if they get married, he will have to wait for some years before the baby starts popping out and ruining her figure, while Brandon can't still accept the fact that she killed their child. She knew that he was in a bad mood, so she also 9 left. Ever since then, Dave has been coming more often. Samantha went for the door this time and he took his chances. He told her that, since the last time he saw her, he has not been able to take his eyes off her. Brandon is already getting tired of him, strolling in and out every time he wants. Then Mabel came in. This was the first time the ladies were seeing each other. Mabel congratulates Dave on his newest catch, only to find out that she is Brandon's cousin as she was introduced. Brandon was still angry with her and was no longer comfortable, so he left. Mabel followed him inside to apologize for the last time. Brandon opened up that he needed some space away from the relationship to think on what he really wants. Should we say that it is his opportunity to go after Samantha, or could it be because Mabel wasn't taking their relationship seriously? Mabel already perceived a woman in the picture, and she wants to play this game to the end. First, she asked Samantha how she is related to her fiancé. Brandon stopped her immediately from the irrelevant questioning. The doorbell interrupted the truth Mabel seeks, as Samantha went for the door, and it was Onome, who is Mabel's friend. She came to say hi. Samantha isn't comfortable any longer with Mabel's inquisitiveness. She thinks she needs to go back to her ex or take up Dave's proposal just to find shelter. Brandon wouldn't allow her to become a piece of trash to these men just because she is in need. He assured her that she is safe here as they kept gazing at each other. Samantha met with her friend Claire in a restaurant. She'd been away all these while Samantha had been in difficult challenges. Samantha also told her about Brandon, who lives in the next street, close to where her ex resides. One thing is for sure, even when you say it 1,000,000 times that you want to leave your partner for your own good, it is usually difficult to get away with that decision. The lovers happen to be back again when Samantha comes in to tell them that she just came back on a date with Dave. Brandon's mood changed at that moment. These are signs that you have a feeling for someone when you unnecessarily get jealous about their dealings with others. He lost appetite at that very moment. Mabel already did her underground check about Samantha. She told her friend that they were not cousins. Onome thinks that Samantha may be his side chick, but she doesn't think so because she has this trust for him. Onome just reminded her to be smart because there is no man on earth who is faithful. Rather than causing trouble, she tries to see if Samantha had already started seeing Dave by telling her that her boo was around. Samantha opened up to her that she has nothing to do with Dave as she went to the living room to see her visitor. Dave was really getting serious with her. He told her that he really likes her and he thinks that they would make a great couple. Samantha told her that she just got out of an abusive relationship and not ready for another right now. Be sure that when a woman gives you an excuse about your intentions, chances are that she is not into you or needs more time to get comfortable around you. She is fine if they could be friends, if that will be okay with him. That same day, she was about to go out to find Brandon right before her door. He confessed that she looked so stunning. He wished he could just grab her until she told him that she had a date with Dave. When he came in, he liked the dress, but now he is no longer comfortable with the way she dressed with going to see a player like Dave. He was already exhibiting a jealous attitude. Women know that men are wired to be jealous in nature even when they don't show it. So, could it be that she's doing all these to get his attention by involving Dave? Brandon couldn't feel himself anymore, especially with the thoughts of Samantha being in Dave's arms at the moment. Everything seems to irritate him, including his fiancée. Mabel knows that his recent attitude is about Samantha, but he made her feel that ever since she terminated the pregnancy, something in him died. They continued this argument until he angrily left. Samantha is finally back. Her dress alone tells that she is here to seduce her man. Mabel wanted to hear from her when he asked her what her relationship with Brandon is all about. Samantha mentioned that it's casual and nothing more. She forgot that Brandon told Mabel that they were cousins for peace to reign. So she had to explain to her about how she got into Brandon's house. Mabel had to confront her fiancé also on why he lied to her if he had no other ulterior motives to sleep with her. She also threatened to send her out while Samantha eavesdropped. She thinks she has overstayed her welcome. She was already packing when he came in. To her, she perceives that she is the reason why their relationship is falling apart. She has no option than to go to Dave's house. Brandon begged her to stay because seeing her around makes him happy, because he has fallen helplessly in love with her. He is willing to wait until she learns to love him. His words alone found consolation in her soul. She also feels the same way for him. Days passed, and Brandon seemed to distance himself from her. She came to ask him if she had done something wrong. He could remember the last time when she told him that she needs some space, and now she is back. This time, he wants to know what she really wants. This is one hard question most women wouldn't tell you, even when she knows what she truly wants. They could feel the chemistry fuming when the doorbell rang. It was Anayor. How he got to find out where she stays should be a concern. He kept dragging her until Brandon came to her rescue. These men battered words to the extent of threatening each other, all because of this young lady. We shouldn't be surprised if we did find out that Mabel was behind this. She told her friend that she traced Anayor to her house to escalate Samantha's hiding place. All of a sudden, Mabel wants their relationship serious. She tells him that she wants him to propose to her. Brandon laughed at the gesture and told her that she has to wait this time until he is prepared. Samantha came out while they were still talking when Mabel saw her. To Mabel, she wasn't supposed to be here. Brandon was already suspecting her about her questions of why she did not leave when Anayor came for her, but she denied it. The same night, Mabel busted her in raving anger to leave the house even when it was very late. She should have called Dave to come pick her up, but she tried to find a safe place to lay her head until the following morning when some gangs ambushed her and forced her into a vehicle. Brandon came to her room the following morning to find out that she was gone. Samantha had said a couple of times that she wanted to leave, but not telling him before leaving was unusual as he kept calling her, but to no avail. Dave always comes around to see his new chick. He also confirms that he has not heard from her. Mabel was already getting upset that all these men could worry about is the whereabouts of a stranger. Meanwhile, Samantha found herself at the mercy of unknown men who threatened to kill her if she finds her way back to Brandon's house. Samantha's friend also came to find out about her after days of her disappearance. She opened up that Brandon happens to be the cause of everything going on right now. At one point, he professes his love to her, and at another point, she finds him back in the arms of his fiancée. Samantha was starting to have feelings for him, and that was what kept her in his house for him to decide on what he wants. Just then, he got a call from Samantha under duress that she doesn't want any form of relationship with him again, and she has gone back to her fiancé. He shouldn't bother to call her again. They immediately went to look for her in Anayor's house. Anayor's sister told them that he traveled to China for about a week now, and she has also not seen Samantha. Do you know the untold truth? Mabel has had a one-night stand with Dave, and he wanted some more. He tried to convince her that her fiancé could be cheating on her with Samantha, so why don't they have their moment too? Mabel also has been starving of sex. This could also mean that when you starve your partner of sex, chances are that they are prone to other advances. She told her friend what she did. Onomi told her that what she did was the right thing. If Brandon starves her, then it's normal to get it somewhere else. So what makes you think that if you keep bad friends around, that they wouldn't go a mile to stab you in the back? To Onoma, this was a game of chess. Everyone can get what they want and move on. She came to seduce him since everyone perceives that he is cheating on his fiancée with Samantha. She also told him that Mabel is cheating on him with his best friend. Most times, I wonder when women say that all men are cheats. Do they truly mean it? Brandon resisted her temptations and chased her out. Confronting a woman for the truth is one mistake most men make because a woman will still lie to you even when she is caught red-handed. The best way is to be patient in search of evidence to back up your claims. He asked her for her phone to make use of her browser. She had never thought of her man ever doubting her, so she went to get something. Brandon got what he wanted and screenshotted it. This is the smartest move to make a woman know that you are a man. Samantha finally had to meet with her friend in an unknown place to let her know that she is alive. Her life was in danger. They think the best option is to involve the police. Dave came for more and more, and Mabel wasn't comfortable with his frequent requests because they could be easily caught. Brandon came to find them together in his living room. It could have been a normal gesture if not for the evidence he had on his phone. He brought his phone out without wasting much time to get them both out of his house. At this point, Mabel couldn't back up her deeds like every woman will do. He didn't hesitate any longer by sending both of them out of his house. The irony of everything is that Onome still played an innocent game by blaming Mabel for not playing her cards well. Just then, her phone rang by a random caller whom she shouted at to never call her number again. Mabel got the message that was sent to her phone when she left to get something. Onome has been the orchestrator behind the disappearance of Samantha. She defended herself by saying that she did what was necessary to get Samantha off her man. Onome also did not relent. Breaking up with Mabel will increase her chances of getting him. Brandon was already becoming vulnerable, perhaps because he is single again, but Mabel came in. What was she expecting from a bad friend? Trust me when I tell you that a bad friend secretly plots your downfall. The ladies were already at each other's neck when Samantha and the police came in. Justice must be preserved, and all evil plotters must face the law. And you know what the end could be, but one advice I have for ladies here is that you should not love a man because he was your only option left when you were in desperation. Find love because your heart wants you to love unconditionally.
Thanks for watching. Please comment your thoughts and also like and share this video for more super amazing videos that we are bringing to you. And if you're watching from our YouTube channel, you can also subscribe and turn on your notification for more. Thank you.